Hi, it's Darks from Ducks Underground, and we're here to have a look at this week's shop and also open up a few Fortnite Llamas for the week of November the 7th. So let's have a bit of a look-see and see what's worth grabbing and go from there.
Look into the llama.
Alright, so on the weekly store this week we've got the return of the copper candy corn. So this is an absolutely fantastic weapon, highly recommended. Great loadouts you can do for this weapon, so whether you want fast reloads or damage, magazine size, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll have a bit of a peek at that weapon in a bit. Also in the store we've got the return of the Plague Doctor and Sanguine Dusk, so both quite reasonable heroes. So for these here we'll have a bit of a peek. So for Igor, have him in your squad or as a leader, so it will decrease your smoke bomb cost for your ninjas that use the smoke. So as a commander perk, it's energy cost down by 75%, and as a normal standard perk, it's only 38%. So, but quite a handy little perk to have if you're focusing on your smoke builds. And Sanguine Dusk. So for her, she's all about phase siphoning. So for that there, when you dash through your enemies, it's going to heal you. So as a commander, it's a base rate of 36 health per enemy pass through. So if you pass through multiple enemies, you'll actually get that times the amount of enemies you pass through. So you pass through 2 enemies, it's 36 times 2, so 72 health per enemy through the enemies passed. And as a just as a standard perk, it's just 12 base health per enemy pass through. So bit of survivability on this character, especially on your encampment runs, that kind of thing. So something with a lot of husks around, eliminate collects. So Super Shooter returns. So another quite a good weapon. So it's a no-scoped shotgun using shotgun shells. Sorry, it's a sniper rifle, no-scoped sniper rifle, which is shotgun shells. So it was quite good. Wall darts, if you haven't got them, worth picking up, so really good for base defences, shooting through angled walls. Legendary Flux, absolutely must if you want to start recruiting things out of your collection book, or upgrading anything from a purple rarity, epic rarity, and moving up from there. Armory slots, always handy to have, so these things here, if you're not sure what they are, when you have a schematic, it counts as one armory slot, so whether it's a hero, defender, or the likes. So here I've currently got 453 used, of a possible 1240. So if I buy those 10, that will bring me up to 1250. Wall Punch, really good for knocking enemies out of the way of your base, so keeping a bit of clearance. Survivors, give or take, if you haven't got, if you need to fill your squads out, definitely worth always having a bit of grab on those. A bit of pot luck, but it's still worth the grab. Evolution materials, Storm Shards, Lightning in a Bottle, Raindrops, always fantastic. I can never get enough of this stuff. I'm always using it, so it's for upgrading your heroes from level 1 tier all the way up to level 5 tiers, and depending on which tier you're moving up to, it's just the amount of cost it involves to get them raised. Perk ups, so once again, if you need to upgrade your perks on your weapons, so perk ups always quite handy. So Rare Flux and Epic Flux, they're just once again for your upgrading your heroes from green to blue for your rare, or blue to purple for your epic, or pulling things out of your collection book. Machinist Harper, Base Coal, in the lower rarities, not really much worry about those. And also your reperk, so this is also used for adjusting your weapons perk loadouts, so also very handy to try and snag your hands on that when you can too. So without further ado, I'm just going to grab some of these goodies right here, right now. So I'll grab another candy corn. This one will be for my book, because I got it from Fortnitemares last year. Grab my slots. Grab my flux. storm shards. Lightning in a bottle. Raindrops. And reperk. They're my biggest ones I need at the moment. Alright, so now I've got the 1250 slots from the armories. So there's your candy corn, so this is what you should get when you first buy it from the store. So for that there, 10% damage, weapon stability, element physical, crit damage, and damage against mist monsters and bosses. But like I said, I've already got one, so we'll have a look at it. And how I've done mine up at this stage. So for mine, I've got a crit combo on that there, so with a reload and a magazine, so it's fairly diverse. If you want a bit of further look into what you can do with these things, so from that there, crit rating, damage, fire rate, reload speed. So reload, I can do durability, magazine, or stability. This weapon is actually locked to physical, so that's about the only real downside to this thing here. Magazine size can switch for more crit ratings, or damage, or headshots, or crit combos. And damage to miss monsters, damage, and headshot damage. So depending on what your personal taste is, go for it. Spec it however you like, but I always quite like having my crit combo on there. Magazine size is quite nice on this, but a reload on this is, you can actually organise this with double reloads quite fast on the reload then, so 2.3 seconds comes down pretty low. But I kind of wanted that combination. I'm using my Stars and Stripes and Mad Tidings, so I kind of need the larger magazines for those characters. And the best thing about this thing is eliminating enemies can spawn healing pickup candies, so, and that can be used for anybody that's on the map. So if you've got a couple of friends with you or even random people, they can pick the candies up if they're lower health, so it's yeah, quite good for running around even the higher levels. So that way you've always got like a healing source around you. But let's open up some llamas and see what we've got. Alright, so 15 Fortnitemare Llamas. And we'll just open them all straight back to back.
Loot llama! I regret nothing!
Okay, so it's one of the new weapons. We'll have a bit of a look and see what we can, on some of the items you can get all out of these llamas. And we'll just fast forward through some of the basic stuff.
You know, llamas are the camels of the sky.
Very good to know. Alright. Alright, so we got a choice this time. What do we got? Bruiser or shotgunner, purple. Don't really need either, so I'll just grab that one. Alright, so our first legendary weapon of the llamas. Okay, so another new weapon.
Please.
Base Kyle, not a bad character. Castructor Penny. It's actually one of my favourite, my partner's favourite characters. Sarah Hotep. Nice, good character. So the new spear.
Swing away.
Okay. Mr. Lamarai.
Careful with that.
Okay, new sniper rifle. Legendary survivors, can always do with more of those to adjust my squad.
Mr. Llama. Gotta love the class.
Okay, so we get a couple of those, we'll get another one of them. So if I can't get any more by the event end, I can always upgrade a couple to legendary.
Ah, time for the harvest.
Another Lamarai.
Welcome. Curvy.
Prizes.
Alright, so one of those, we'll get another one.
Oh, I.
That was awesome.
Scroll Trooper Jonesy. Alright. That's okay, so we got black drum shotgun. So these are part of the new metal set. So for these guys here, basically the idea behind them is the more you use them, you get hurt, and if they do more, the weapons then do more damage. Seen a couple of people use them and seen some reviews around town for these kind of things. And yeah, not exactly the best weapons they've brought out. They're absolutely gorgeous looking weapons, but functionality is not so fantastic. So yeah, so just be careful on how you use these guys for these black metal weapons. Okay, so Sarah Hotep, so Dragon Slash, Throwing Stars and Smoke Bomb, and she decreases energy slash costs. So really handy for those Dragon Slash build characters that are out there. Really, really good. So they've changed his name. So it's Swift Shuriken Lamarai. So Throwing Stars cooldown for him. Throwing Stars are okay. I find them just handy to have around, but not really the best skill in the game from as far as I'm concerned. But you can make some interesting builds with some Shuriken Stars. We'll have a bit of a talk about the cosplays in a bit. We'll go down. So it's another black drum. Blackout. So for this one here, so that's the assault rifle. So 2-shot assault rifle. Fires 2 magazines. Yep, and bursts. Yep. So you can catstruct a penny. So bull rush cooldown. So if you like using that a lot, so it can be pretty handy. personally not one of my favourite skills. I don't know on other systems, but on the PS4 at the moment it seems to be a bit hit and miss, a bit glitchy. Sometimes the bull rush will go off fine, other times it won't. Nightfall Spear. So this one I'm actually quite interested in having a bit further look into, because I do like my spears. So stunning or knocking enemy reduces your current health by 8%, and deals 26 to 149 base damage based on the percentage of health you're missing in a half tile radius, and can occur every 5 seconds. So let's see, deals moderate damage in a wide arc, so it's got a good swinging arc on these. And heavy attack does a knockback, so from the impact point, so it's actually pretty cool in that respect. So, but you will lose health, but you will do more damage over that time. So there are a couple of heroes at the moment. So the new Seabot Soldier and Willow, if you got it from the event that's currently available, they actually get more stronger the lower the health is. Going down, so 2-shot sniper rifle. So assault, I think we've got most of the weapons, just got to get some high legendaries. Okay, so Skull Trooper Jonesy, locked and reloaded, do like this skill. I do use this in my model shotgun build. If you have a look, I've done a video on the Woofer shotgun from last season. And I do use this in here because you use the magazine really quickly, so you've got to do a tremendous amount of damage, or you get a nice buff from damage, so yeah. Really good hero to get your hands on. Very good for soldier builds. AC Shock Specialist, one of the basic characters. Shock Tower damage for him. Skirmisher Edge. Throwing Stone G cost. Machinist Harper. So increases trap durability. So that can be pretty handy if you're a constructor. Probably wouldn't worry so much about a lead, but she can be handy if you want to build big trap tunnels and have the traps last longer. Fortnitemare, so smoke cooldown for her, as opposed to energy from Igor. Base card, building health, so I've got this guy on legendary, and I do sometimes use him as lead as well as support. Really good, so it just makes your walls tougher regardless of the material type. Machinist Harper, trap durability, power-based knocks. So another good character to have in base builds for constructors. The buildings will slowly heal over time if they get damaged. Plasma Specialist Isa, so for her plasma damage, Skirmisher Edge, Throwing Star energy costs. Stonefoot Crash, energy crest, crest damage, crescent kick damage. And if she's leader, it'll turn to energy. Commando Spitfire. So I've used this for my Berto Ramirez build, which I have put a video up on before. So it decreases your cooldown on your going commando skill or your minigun skill. Lots of attendees, so go done for that. And we'll have a bit of a peek. So they've got costume attendees, and for those that you don't know, we'll go on to have a look. So for this here, event people should be under. Yep, so costume attendees. So as you fill up these slots here with the various cosplayers, you'll actually get a bonus each time you do it. So if you get the 3 husks in here, you'll actually get a green survivor for that. Get all the survivors for the green cosplayers, you get a blue survivor. All the blue ones you get a purple survivor, all the purple ones you get a gold survivor, but the legendary house cosplayers, if you get all these, you'll actually be getting the jackal launcher. I know a lot of people really like this. I feel that there is much better rocket launchers out there, but it is a very cool looking rocket launcher, I'll give it that much. So if we see if I can find it, if I've got mine still out. For those that want to have a bit of peek see at it. So I haven't done much with this guy, just because I've used generally the Noble launcher or the Sci-Fi rocket launcher, which is probably my favourite. The sound rocket launcher wasn't too bad either, but just doesn't quite fit my playstyle personally, but it is still a very good weapon. So fire explosive pumpkins, but as you can see, very cool looking weapon. So very popular amongst the trading community, which I personally don't deal anything with. I just don't believe that's how the game works, especially with these kind of weapons, because they just don't last very long. A few shots and they're pretty much broken. So for these, it's fixed to fire. So yeah, be careful. There are a lot of people that have got glitched ones that are out there with different elements on it. I have heard of people actually picking these up off people and actually getting caught out and having their accounts suspended. So just be careful out there, folks. So for this here, probably not ideally perked, but let's see. So we got crit and damage on that, reload and durability. So if you want to use it a bit more, durability is probably a go. Reload, so it's not too bad on the reload to begin with, but damage impact or reload, and reload damage crit. So yeah, it looks great, but yeah, it's not the become all and be all of weapons. So, and I think that pretty much covers what we're looking at for today. So let's have a look again. So a few heroes, ball darts, guns. I've already got these two characters. So yeah, that's pretty much covers it for the video for today. But yeah, please leave any comments, likes, please. It's always welcomed. And feel free to ask any questions regarding this video or anything you'd like to see on the channel. And any questions in general about the game, and I'll see what I can do to answer them. So yeah, so having a bit of knowledge over the time I've played it, generally I'm a fairly good source of information, or if not, I can help put you on to someone that may be able to help you with that as well. So, and another thing as well, while you're in the item shops as well, you can actually add a supporter creator on this. So press L3 on the Xbox. I've currently got Vash and Zed from Team Vash on YouTube. So great content creator, does a lot of streams on Twitch. Yeah, I think he's 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I think on the weekends 24 hours between him and his wife. So yeah, absolutely wealth of information, very friendly person. But at the end of the day, I said it doesn't cost you to put anything in here. So put somebody's name in there. So unfortunately, I'm not a big enough content creator to become a supporter creator, but hopefully one day I will. But yeah, so just a little bit of thanks from the Epic Games to the people that actually make content on the game. So it's quite good. So yeah. Always fill that in. So I think it's about every 2 weeks it will blank out, and just feel free to put it back in. So there's some fantastic creators out there. So people for me, I tend to watch a bit more often than not is once again Vash and Zed. Also Team Vash. Dimmy Joe France is also quite good. He tends to have a lot of tidbit videos in regards to leaks. For Battle Royale, I tend to watch Harry94 if you need a bit of help getting through some of your weekly quests. So if you've got to find a certain object and you're not sure where it is, that kind of thing, he makes great, just short videos, straight to the chase without any clickbait. But at the end of the day, there's many content creators out there, and yeah, give them some love anyway. So these guys at the end of the day inspired me to make my channel. And yeah, so and the more love I get, the more I'll create too. So yeah, but anyway, folks, I hope you liked the video, and yeah, I hope to see you all soon. So this is Starks from Ducks Underground saying bye for now.